Hey, Danielle.
Hello.
Hey, agents. We just wanted to pop in and do our last live of the year because then I get to say, see you next year. And everybody laughs. Um, no, I do. But we just finished up our Facebook Live that goes to the public. And what we're talking about now is how crazy the talk is among the public. I'm still hearing I'm waiting for interest rates to go down. People don't even know how far they've gone down in the past couple of weeks. They don't know what that means.
Yeah, what number are they looking for? I think they're hearing the rhetoric and repeating it. Oh, it's so high, so it has to go down. We just need it to go down. What's that number? 3?
Yeah. And then also, are you ready? So they went down. Are you ready to buy? Well, no, because I wasn't thinking about it because I was waiting for them to come down before I thought about it. Well, but by the time you get done getting pre-approved and figuring out what you want to see, that number could be very different.
Correct.
So what we're telling people is, again, as long as they can afford it, we never try to push somebody to buy something they can't afford or pretend like it's going to come down and then you're going to be okay. So you should, take all of the money out of your 401k and pay your mortgage for a while. We don't recommend doing stupid things, but we have a whole lot of people who should be moving who aren't because they think they need to wait for interest rates to come down. So yes, their payment might be more, or they can use the equity in their house to pay off some debt and get rid of some of those payments. And then those, their total monthly debt is the same or even less than it is now. So that's a great strategy. If they should be moving, we think they should be moving right now. Right now, because we know where we are right now. And if they can afford what they want and it exists and they can buy it, they should do that. I've bought at all kinds of interest rates. You have too, right?
And most people are. I mean, that's the reality. People just need to take a step back and recall that this is, this is this is not obscene. This is just not, I can understand, when gas goes down or the price of, anything, milk goes down, whatever have you, that you long for those days. Well, you probably bought your house or refinanced your house at 2.5.
Gas in your car.
You bought your gas at 99 cents in 2000. Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, a lot of those days are gone for one reason or another. So we really just have to go into reality. Reality. Everybody needs a place to live.
So there was a woman on Facebook the other day in one of the moms groups who said, we will not move until interest rates come down. Okay. I mean, I don't know her. So she won't maybe move. But then she followed that up with, it costs $500,000 to buy a split level that's not even updated in Naperville right now. We're not doing that. Okay, but that's what they cost.
Correct.
So who knows who she is or why she's so stuck on this. But I think I'm pointing to her because I think it's common that people are thinking along those lines. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until prices come down, or I'm going to wait until interest rates come down. And we all know that with the current supply and demand situation, that's nearly impossible. So nothing is quite impossible, but it's pretty close. And
it's an investment as well. It's the waiting, the cost of waiting. Hopefully, if they're waiting, they own something.
And that's going up.
And that's going up. And so when they do move, they have some more equity. But if they're rents, that's, she's the type of person, if she's renting, next thing she's going to be on there going, and my landlord just raised yes.
Right. Well, her variable was she was thinking about selling her house and renting for a while the market calms down.
Rental market's crazy too. So, yeah. and it's an investment, and there's lots of other opportunities, and it's a little bit more, obviously insurance will go up or taxes will go up, but as a whole, it's relatively consistent. You know what your taxes are. You know what your interest is going to be. You know what your principal is going to be. And you know, your rates won't, your monthly payment will not double overnight.
Right. And in a rental, it certainly can. There's no, in Illinois anyway, there's no limit to what rent can be raised. So this is a chart that was recently shared in a KCM webinar, Keeping Current Matters webinar that Eric Hamilton invited us to. And it's just stunning. So this is a home appreciation over the last 60 years. And you can see that there's 2 events on here, well, maybe 3, that are prominent. One is from 1990 to 1995. I was saying, I don't even, I mean, I was an adult and aware during those times. I didn't own a home, but it seemed to me like people were buying and selling houses. I don't remember a lot of.
The only thing I can think of is the economy stupid. So that was the early 90s.
Yeah, I thought that was a little before that, but.
It was 91, 92.
Yeah.
Right? The campaign. So.
Right. Yeah. So
maybe that's why maybe there was a housing thing there, but.
Yeah. But
barely, right?
Looking at it. Yeah. I mean, it happened.
It's
right here in green and white, but I wasn't particularly aware of it. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't, and of course there was no social media. So,
and 24-hour news cycles and all that, where you just hype because that's what gets clicks and money and viewers.
Yeah.
And
so then the next visible event is the crash, which we remember as a huge, deep, painful, awful, horrible, devastating event. And in the context of 60 years, it's a blip. It's relatively flat. You see it come down a little bit.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out, is it going straight or is it going down a little bit? And really, it doesn't matter because it looks like it jackknifes at a certain time, and just valuations
exactly suddenly
bounce back more than
right.
Double.
And so this is what we're advising people. Over time, the likelihood is history will repeat itself and your home will appreciate. And it will either appreciate while you are in it and you own it, or it will appreciate while you are not in it and you don't own it. So which way is better for our buyer clients? I'm thinking being on the right side of this appreciation is a good thing for most people. Absolutely. So unless they have some really unusual situation going on, I think we can all be very confident and comfortable in advising our clients to buy houses if they can afford them and they want to, and they should do it right now before that line goes up any farther.
Absolutely.
I have clients who've been on the sidelines over the past couple of years. Several have decided to step out of the market, and it kills me because we all know what happened. Absolutely. So hopefully we will have some sellers thinking about cashing out. And, I think this is a good time to talk to people who are maybe nearing retirement, maybe even retired, or they're virtual workers and they've got a second home. Maybe they want to go live at the beach and cash out on their principal property and not pay any capital gains. Now, if they've been there a while, I think we need to start having conversations about them talking to their accountants about being over the limit of house profit. But if you're paying taxes on it, it just means you made money. So it's not a bad thing either way. Right. So, we all need to get out there and start scaring up some inventory. And this is a great time to sell. We always say, buy low, sell high, right? Well, it's time to sell.
And again, that graph shows that even buying today might be buying low for when they plan to sell high.
Exactly.
5-10 years. Because now the national average, I believe, is 10. Used to be 7 years.
Yes.
Now we're reaching up to 10. So even more reason for these buyers to be in the place that they need to be for their longer term goals.
Yep. and for their comfort and for their life. So
Absolutely.
that's always what we like to focus on. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next year.
Bye-bye.